Hi dudes! Today we are talking about the Natlan characters that just came out and what I think about them. Now I'm going to be going over designs and everything, and then I'll give my overall 2 cents at the end of this. But yeah, I'm very excited for Natlan, especially if these characters are coming out. I do think there's some improvements that need to be made, but I digress. We're gonna go ahead and hop in just a moment. Make sure to check out Gamer Subs. Use code Tystra for 10% off. So good, gotta wet my whistle before I start yapping. And of course, also don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you like them, or if you like them, if you like me. You know, it is what it is. So let's first talk about Milani. Now, what we know from Milani so far, and I hope I say these names right. If I don't, I apologize, but it is what it is. Milani. She is going to be a Hydro character, which we saw her in the first teaser for the 4.7 special live stream. And yeah, so Milani looks really cool. I like the design. Um, I can't tell if these are like tan lines right here or tattoos. I can't really tell. Um, the degenerate in me looks at the hip and I'm like, maybe tan lines. But yeah, so I really do like the overall design of the character. The fashion sense is really cool. I think it meshes really well. The only thing, like, for me is that, like, Natlan's supposed to be like this war-torn country of some sort. Or at least that's how they made it seem like before when the first trailer came out and they started talking about Natlan. Um, but yeah, like, this doesn't look very war-esque, but however, she seems like the like kind of companion girl that we first get. You know, our Pokemon sub character, you know, our Selena, our Misty, our Dawn, our May, whatever the heck. But she seems really cool. I do like her design. I like the fact that she surfs on a shark girl, or on a shark. I almost said surfs on a shark girl, but next, we have Kachina. Now, Kachina was also in the first actual, like, little teaser drop of Natlan during uh 4.7 special live stream. And, you know, it's a Geo Lolly character. Cool. That's fantastic. Um, but for me, like, I'm just kind of like over Geo at this point. Um, or at least for the most part. There's another character I want to talk about that is apparently Geo as well. But it all depends on the abilities for this character. Like, I don't know if she's going to be a 5-star, but I really do think that Geo needs some better characters, only because the fact that, you know, right now their best character is still Zhongli, with a close second, in my opinion, being Navia, because we're looking at a shielder and a damage dealer. And Zhongli still has a lot of preferential treatment on, you know, teams. To me, I feel like Navia is very hard to, like, kind of go outside the normal team spectrum. But I digress. We're here to talk about Kachina. Now, Kachina's design looks pretty decent. I'm not a fan of, like, the I don't know, like, something about her just makes me not too much of a fan. I don't know. It's weird, right? It's weird. I don't know, but the design overall is okay. Like, I think that it works really well. So Kachina gets a pass. Like, cool, whatever. On to Kinich. And I hope again I say this right, but Kinich is a Dendro character that's in Natlan. Looks like Zhao, kind of, or Zhao but Dendro. He looks really cool. Like, I think that Kinich is gonna be one of those characters that I think people are gonna mesh with very well. He seems to be the, like, oh, badass guy character, kind of like how there's uh freaking Alhaitham over in Sumeru, or why am I like just going and blanking, or freaking Zhao from Leeway, you know. That's how I look at Kinich, right? But what's really cool about Kinich is we also get this character alongside him called Aja. He's going to be like an NPC character for Kinich, and I don't know if that's going to play into his kit or not. I think that's really funny, especially since he's so pixelated. Like, it's funny to me. I dig it, and I like the contrast of styles, I guess, in a sense. If you look at Aja and you look at, like, Paimon together, that would be so funny. It'd be such a funny combination of speech, I guess, in that sense, and then the contrast of styles. But Aja looks pretty cool. Um Obviously Aja is not going to be a summonable character. But I think it's still really funny to see that he is closely tied to Qingque, right? So now let's start talking about the new characters that were kind of announced. We got Satali right here. Satali looks really cute. I love her. I think that she's fantastic. Her design overall is good. And honestly, I thought at first that she was going to be Electro, but it turns out she's actually Cryo, and that kind of makes me sad, depending on how well she's going to be as a Cryo unit. Because right now, we could all say that the worst element right now in Genshin is Geo, followed by, unfortunately, Cryo. And I say unfortunately because I'm Ganyu boy. Like I love Ganyu. I main Ganyu. But yeah, hopefully Satali is a fun character to play as. Um, we'll definitely see how it goes. She's definitely going to be a 5-star. We already kind of know that. But yeah, she seems like she's going to be a lot of fun. Now, let's go to Janssen, which is going to be another lolly character. I can't tell if this is going to be a dude or a girl. I can't tell. I don't know. Probably a girl, I'm guessing. Um, but yeah, small girl. Okay. So, yeah, it was kind of tough for me to tell. But Janssen is going to be another lolly character. We have no confirmation on what their vision's going to be. I made the I get I made like an assumption, and I was like, oh yeah, they're gonna be Electro, but I don't know. It'd be really crazy because if they are Electro, then really all we're seeing from Natlan is one Pyro character, and that's kind of crazy. So to me, I think that Janssen is going to be a Pyro character. I said originally Electro, but under these circumstances, I'm going to say that Eonsen's going to be a Pyro character, and I'm pretty sure that Eonsen's probably going to be a 4-star character as well. That's just my prediction. I could be absolutely 100% wrong, but that's my assumption, right? So remember how we were talking about Geo before? We got Xylonin, and oh my god, Cheetah Girl. Ugh. My word, they know exactly what they're doing. Like we got the short shorts, we got the little band around the thigh, we got the goddamn. Like she's hot. We know she's hot. Like it's just how it is. Like she's extremely hot for Natlan. He. But yeah, so I'm very excited for her because of the fact that again, like she's hot, and I think she could have been hotter, and I'll go over that here in just a little bit. Um, but yeah, I definitely like her design, the whole cheetah aspect of it, especially in Natlan. I think that's really, or Jaguar. I think that's a Jaguar. That might be a Jaguar. Does it say anything? Shares the same Chinese and okay, nothing. Um, but yeah, she's definitely hot. And she's gonna be a Geo character, which kind of sucks, but maybe she'll be really, really good. Maybe she's going to be another DPS character that I think Geo doesn't entirely need, but someone that meshes well with like other elements. So who knows? We'll see. Now we got another character that I find extremely hot, Chaska. Now, Chaska, I originally presumed to be Animo because for some reason I couldn't look at this vision, or I looked at this vision and I thought, okay, it's a little bit greener. Like sometimes my eyes don't work entirely as well as they do, or as they should. But she is Cryo. So we got 2 Cryo characters coming in Natlan, which I think is kind of weird because, like, again, we're going to the fire area and honestly, we're getting 2 Cryo characters. We got 2 so far. 2 of these characters are confirmed Cryo. 2 of these characters are confirmed Geo. We only got 1 character that is confirmed Pyro, which is strange to me because Natlan is the land of, Pyro. So, I don't know. But Chaska gives me this whole look of Cloran. She's like the Cloran of this region. And I ain't going to say that it's bad because goddamn is she hot. Holy crap. I find her extremely attractive. But yeah, I like Chaska's design overall. I like the whole she gives the Marachose Hunter type vibe with an outlaw. Almost like a cowgirl, I guess in the sense. But yeah, like I really dig the design. The hat's really cool. I like the hat mainly. That hat is so sick. But yeah, and her hair is like really, really cool as well. I like how it kind of does the whole like red and purple. So yeah, very excited for her. Let's talk about the Archon now. Malvika. I'm pretty sure I said that wrong, but whatever. She is awesome. Now, a lot of people are saying that she's going to be basically the Himeko of Genshin Impact. I could see it. I think that she might just be kind of like related to Himeko in that sense, but I don't know. To me, I try not to look okay. Pyro, redhead, Himeko, but it's hard to deny. She's more of orange hair. She reminds me of Kirara, or not Kirara from Genshin Impact. But Kiara from Hololive. So probably gonna have something to do with the Phoenix, most likely. But yeah, she's really, really cool. I like her design, but again, there's some improvements I think should have been made. But she is going to be Pyro. I know that they don't say it here, but she's definitely the Pyro Archon. Like, come on now. Like, it's basically a given. But yeah, and you could even see here, like they even talk about it, like Malvika may be named after the Maori fire deity Muhuiki or Muhuika. I'm pretty sure I said that wrong. But yeah, she's gonna be the Pyro Archon. Like it's a given. So, and then one character that I didn't see until like I looked at Twitter and I was like, huh, I missed that. Auroron, which we don't have a confirmed uh we don't have a confirmed element for him. He's probably going to be Animo, which was originally what I thought Chaska was going to be, or Chaska. But yeah, he looks pretty sick. He's going to be traveling around with Capitano. Um, and I think that's just really cool. I think he's going to be just kind of like the side antagonist, but turns out to be our friend later on. Um, who knows? Maybe Capitano is going to be too, because we keep on friending all the Harbingers and being like, "Hey, we're friends now." Teehee, lol. But Auroron looks really sick. I like his overall detail in general. Now, there's an elephant in the room, right? Now, this Natlan is kind of based on, from what I've gathered, and I could be absolutely wrong, uh, is kind of referencing more of the Aztec, uh, life, or not lifestyle, but Aztec kind of look in the sense. But yeah, like to me, I found it very strange that some of these characters were more light skinned. Now, before anybody starts hating, I'm not saying that white is bad, because white is not bad. I think though that if you look at the characters, it should make sense, right? For me, Maulani makes sense. Like, I don't think this skin tone is that bad. I think that it's a little bit darker, but also a little bit lighter. You know, it is what it is. However, I do think that some characters would have absolutely 100% benefited from being a little bit darker skinned. I think that one of the ones for sure that should have been darker skinned, Xylonin. I think this would have made so much sense, especially if she's going to be a Jaguar character that's always outside. Well, not always outside, but mainly outside. I think that she should have been a little bit darker complexion. That would have made a lot more sense. And then I also think that Chaska could have been a little bit darker skinned. She is pale white. She is like Irish pale white like me. Like she's even probably more pale than me. Like she's almost like vampire-esque. I think that she could have had a little bit of a darker complexion. And then Malvika, I think, should have been darker complexion, 100%. I was actually talking with my friend Siren on Twitter, and she wants to cosplay this character, but she doesn't, she doesn't know if she wants to because of all the stuff going on. But honestly, I think that Genshin Impact has shown to be a little bit more scared of darker complexion characters. But it's their game. Like, unfortunately, we don't have a choice in the matter. We can't, like, I don't think there's any way to change that. Um, so yeah, we're kind of stuck with this. And then Auroron, I think this puts a little bit darker shade on it, but I think he's going to be pale as well. I think he should have been darker skinned. So yeah. Otherwise, like I think all the rest of the characters are fine. Like Satali, to me, with how the color scheme of her hair and everything is, I think it just makes sense. I could be wrong. People could disagree with me, and that's perfectly fine. Like I think that everybody should have their opinions. But yeah, I think that the overall ones that I feel should have been a little bit darker skinned, Xilonin, Chaska, and Malvika, followed by Auroron. I think those four were like the perfect time to darken up a little bit. And I'm not saying like they need to be like, crazy adjustments. I think that honestly it just doesn't need to be as pale white. Like there's no need for it, especially in such an area such as Natlan, which seems to be very hot all the time. So the sun's probably burning like a mofo. Like, trust me, I know about the sun burning, but I'm also like always inside because it's always hot out there. So to me, that's my main takeaways from it. Overall, I think that Natlan's going to be a hit, regardless of how we feel about the characters. I think no matter what, they're still gonna make millions of dollars, and it's their game. Like they could choose on what they want to do. I think that they should have probably listened to the community a little bit though, and darkened up a little bit of these characters or something. Because honestly, like let's face it, like some darker skinned characters are extremely much more hotter than the light skin variants. I'm just saying. I don't know. But to me, that's just how it is. Anyways, so overall, Natlan's going to be fine. I think that Natlan's still going to be a huge success. So let me know in the comments down below what you think. Definitely want to hear y'all's opinions on this. And yeah, that's going to be it for today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how you feel. And yeah, thank you so much, y'all. Have a good day, and we will see you in the next video. Please take care and be safe.